Good evening.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. We're on vacation, so this is super laid back today. I'm Derrick Forston, owner and operator of Second Chance Housing, also the founder of Forston Consultants, where my family and I and this beautiful lady, we go all over the world showing people what is this independent living facility concept that we're teaching and showing folks. How are people walking off their job to do exactly what God has called them to do? Yeah. And for most of y'all, it's get involved in real estate and helping people. So again, my name is Derrick Forston again, and thank y'all so much for being here. Ms. Shay, who in the heck are you?
I'm Shanya Shay Forston, the president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, co-founder here at Forston Consultants, expert consultant, teaching you how to start an independent living facility from a nonprofit organization standpoint. So that's a little bit about me. Excited about tonight's room.
We
that's the only reason why we're here, because we missed y'all.
Allowed me to come back. I missed y'all. Y'all know that we're super consistent every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. So we're super excited about that. But again, man, we missed y'all so much. We want to just come back and just bless y'all real quick. Tell you kind of what's been going on, what's to come.
So tonight, like Derrick said, it's going to be very laid back. Derrick, let's not put up any slides. Let's just kind of free flow, because that way we can kind of not be before you guys too long. We always say that, right? And end up being here for hours. But tonight, that is not the expectation. Several things happening this week. Even though we're off, there's still things that we have to do, right? As ILF owners and operators, we're literally heading out of town. And the fun thing about that is before we go, we always make sure that we do things like house checks and check in on people and make sure everybody's okay. It's the first of the month. You know, it's early in the month. Rents are due. Different things are happening. So we're making sure that all of that stuff is taken care of. You know, the rents are paid, lights are paid, everything that we have to provide for our residents are taken care of. So let's talk a little bit about how we prepare, Derrick, to kind of be out of the area when in a whole different area when our ILFs are truly operating and functioning. What are some of the key things that you do before heading out of town or going on vacation or going to teach, going to train, to make sure that your ILFs are suitable? I
get this question all the time. Derrick, do you tell your tenants that you're leaving town?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, what does it matter?
Yeah.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. I think that saying says. So if they think they're just mentally knowing that I'm not here, they may whatever. I don't know. But again, when you get these ILFs that run so smooth eventually, that also, again, doesn't matter. But Shay, I don't even know why I brought that out other than people ask it all the time. I don't tell my tenants. So when I go out of town, things to me are just business as usual, right? Nothing changes for me. Yeah. Right. I will give an example today of how I did have an AC service. And because I'm on vacation, how my tenants took care of that. Meaning that I don't need my tenant to actually do the job of fixing the AC. Watch how cool this is with the ILF model, how you can run it and not be involved in it. One day from my anniversary, why am I off a day on everything?
You are so on vacation.
I'm so in love, y'all. I'm just off everywhere. Y'all, I'm in love. Can y'all tell? It's my anniversary. Anyway, watch this. We on anniversary / vacation. I really I'll be honest, I don't want to deal with ILFs right now. But because we're in it, we kind of do. But this is the joy of it. My tenants are completely independent. So guess what happens when the AC guy shows up today? That my virtual assistant even set that up.
I love that.
Let me slow that down.
Bring it down,
When we have problems at the ILF, whether that's Johnny ate my hamburger or Derrick, the sink is not like draining. Yeah. That doesn't always come to me, ladies and gentlemen. I like to think my job is bigger than that. I'm trying to save the world through housing. I don't have time to hear and keep taking calls for a leaky faucet. That's why we use virtual assistants in everything that we do. So guess who put the work order in?
The virtual assistant.
My VA. Yeah. And guess who got a call today that said, hey, Mr. Derrick. I say, what's going on, Mr. Rodgers? Just want to let you know the AC guy's here. I don't know what he's doing, but look like he had an appointment.
Really? Oh, I forgot.
Because when I called them, nobody answered the phone. But lucky me, somebody was home and was able to invite the AC guy in to let him do his job, which required me not to have to go there. Yeah. Guys, I love that. Yeah. With a group home, impossible. With an ALF, impossible. Yeah. We're with an IDD group home, impossible.
Impossible. Yeah.
But with an ILF, an independent living facility where adults are able to live and thrive without the need for staff and or medical oversight, guys, I'm housing people that can cook their own bologna sandwich, people that can take their own medications, and people that somehow figure out their own transportation without me driving them around.
Yeah.
Because some of y'all got jobs, y'all got family, you got spouses, most of y'all got children that are involved in sports, summer camp. How many of y'all would love something that don't take you 8 hours a day that can replace your job? If you would love something that don't take you 8 hours a day like your job, shout out to all my nurses, 12 hours a day. But that can take you 2 or 3 hours a day, sometimes 4 hours a week.
Yeah. Depending on the population, right? So check this though. You see how look how nice, look how different it can be between the way I run my ILFs. Although our rules are the same, our regulations are the same, our rule book is the same. You know, you've trained me in this space, but look at how different we operate. Because my population type is the way they are, they know I'm going out of town. They know I'm going out of town, but guess what? I have a board of directors. So guess who's available? Members of my board. So, and my virtual assistant. Absolutely. So it's not like they have to have me all the time because I do this as a nonprofit organization. My board of directors play an intricate role in what we do. So now it's not just Shay having to run the day-to-day. So I've got several board members that can go pop in, that have access, that know that we're going out of town. So they're going to be available for these ladies.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's pretty cool when you can do the same thing, but run it a little bit differently and not really, there's no huge difference other than you don't tell your people you're going on vacation. I do. It just depends. Right. So I think it's pretty cool that you can do the same thing, but have little hints of differences in the process. So, okay. Now that we're going, you don't tell people you're going, but is there anything that you do prior to leaving so that you just are cool? Like you're good. Everybody's cool.
Yeah. Make sure not being funny. I make sure everybody's good, but I make sure also everybody paid their rent. Here's a major clue. Here's some free coaching. Me personally, and I advise all my coaching clients, we don't take vacation kind of like during when rent due. When you're in the beginning of things, especially probably Shay, I'll say 3 years ago and back when we didn't have digital flow solutions as a system.
That's good, Derrick.
That automated our money coming in. We didn't take vacations on the 1st through the probably 5th.
Yeah.
Today, I'll recant what I just said 16 seconds ago. We kind of can now because of this system. But let me teach people that say, well, Derrick, I ain't got a system. Or Derrick, I haven't got you all system yet.
Yeah.
Guys, don't take vacation between the 1st and the 5th. Collect your money before you go anywhere.
Secure the bag.
The clients that we serve get paid on the 1st and the 3rd, and some of them get paid every 3rd Wednesday of the month.
And the 15th.
I got one guy that get paid every 3rd Wednesday of the month. Other than that, I'm being really serious. Here's some free coaching. Don't go out of town the 1st to the 5th. Secure the bag first.
Yeah, I love that.
Because the way that I view this is this. You've done your job. You've housed somebody from 29 to 30 days. On day 31 or on the 1st, just give me me. Give Caesar what's due to Caesar. Just give me me after my 30 days.
Right.
Because my job, watch this, y'all. This is a two-way contract. I provide a nice, clean living environment.
Right.
Your job is to be safe, be cool, get along with everybody, and pay rent on time.
I love that.
If you do your part, I do my part. You want to talk about a beautiful relationship?
Mwah.
Oh my God.
It's a match made in heaven.
Y'all heard me say this. My largest ILF, it's a mansion. It's 55 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
And I'll admit, y'all, between us, come closer. Come a little bit closer. I hardly ever go there. Because for one, I'm real busy. For two, it runs itself.
Yeah. For
three, all my payments are automated. I got one guy in that whole house that Zells his payment on the 1st. Everybody else goes through digitalflowsolutions.net, which is our all-in-one platform that does everything from my website build out, my business phone to answer the phone line,
contracts and documents,
contracts. Your whole moving kit can be done through Digital Flow Solutions. And that's why we not only teach it, we get people the back end of this thing.
Yep.
So Shay, I don't know if you meant to go down that alley, but
I did. I really did. Yeah.
With that today, because of the technology side of it, guys, I can actually go on vacation. But you people that trying to do this and you ain't got the system yet, I'll admit I wouldn't do this, right? Take vacation and all that the 1st through the 5th, especially when you first start and you don't know your people yet. All my people today, they pay rent on time, all the time with no problems.
I love that.
You don't know their ways yet. Jump in there, Shay.
No, I love what you said, getting to know your people. A lot of times people jump into this and they don't get to know the individuals that they house, A, by doing an assessment to get to know who they are, and 2, by spending some time around them to get to understand who they are. I think that is super important in more than one way. In multiple ways, because what you're able to do with that, knowing who they are, getting to know your people, you can see their habits, right? Mm-hmm. Does somebody have an alcohol problem around the 1st of the month? Does somebody kind of slip every so often with, whatever it is that's been their bend in life? So knowing that, you can kind of see patterns and things that they do on a regular basis.
All the time.
On a basis, yeah.
Are they dodging the rent when the first come? Do you see him like all the time through like the 5th through the 31st, but the 1st through the 3rd, that's gone. Hard to find.
Just gone.
Like, that's not my kind of client. That's why today, Shay, I'm so grateful that when you were brought aboard, which is again the glue to all of this, you brought in the techie part. Guys, I was picking up money by hand.
It was terrible.
Driving around picking up money, had debit cards in my pocket, this thick. But
it was terrible.
Shay came aboard, she said, bro, you hustling. Like, this ain't a business yet, Derrick. You doing well, you making money, and Derrick, you helping people. But Derrick, you hustling, bro. Mm-hmm. Let's turn this hustling to a business.
Yeah.
This is not a side hustle, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a hobby.
It's a lucrative business.
This is an actual business. It's really a ministry. But for you folks that you cringe at the word ministry, this is a true business, guys, that you're able to do God's will and help people, but also make enough money to feed your family. Yeah. And guys, I done tried a lot of stuff. Right now, I own 8 businesses. I do a lot of stuff, y'all. There is not one business I have that is powerful as this thing in terms of the impact. And notice I live with impact first, and then the income that follows it. Because we believe in Shay that money follows ministry, right? It
does, yeah.
And money also follows what?
Mastery.
Mastery.
Yeah.
And we master the art of what, Shay?
We both.
Of housing.
Of housing. And it's ministry and mastery, right? It's both. But I love it. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, right? Because we talked about, going off on vacation. We've been on vacation for about a week now. And one of the things that I want to implement or not implement, want to discuss is the importance of still being visible, right? We're here, we're local. I'm not tied down with clients or dealing with other things, but why not go and see my residents? So, that's one of the things I like to do before we go somewhere is make sure that I can put my eyes on every resident, making sure that they're okay, that they're in good health. Right. Because the last thing I want is a phone call or something because of a dire situation or something a medical emergency. I just don't want that. I don't want that to bother me. So I go to put my eyes on my residents, make sure they're okay, make sure that all of their needs are kind of met, not by me physically going to do it, although I will.
Now, sometimes again, watch this. This is where I'm different. I do like to physically go to my places just to put my eyes and my nose on everything.
No, right.
And also go and look.
Nose.
Right? But I also got camera systems that do the same thing other than the smell, of course. But I heard AI is also working on that some kind of way.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, when Crawford family, you guys asked, Derrick, what gives you that extra security when you're gone? Mm-hmm. Crawford family is called a camera system. When I first started, I felt like that mother that just gave birth, but had to go right back to work. But she wanted to look in on the baby.
Every 5 minutes.
That's why I thought that when these daycares now came out with the camera system that's in the inside, and where you can see your baby boy, I thought that was genius. Mm-hmm. If your kid, your grandchild goes to a daycare, preschool, or any kind of setting for child care that has the camera system in it, that makes you feel more secure about what's going on.
That's what it's like.
I thought that was so genius. And when I taught this for my first 2 or 3 years, I always gave that example. When people ask, well, Derrick, how do I know they're not tearing up the dadgum place?
Cameras.
And guess who used to ask me that? new mothers. I say, Mom, how long has it been since you had to return to work after having little? I'll just say Bobby. Well, Derrick, I had to go back pretty fast because I had to, I said, now what was that feeling like knowing that you just gave birth and your kid's in a daycare that you trust? But then you always want to kind of know. But when they told you, ma'am, not only are we going to take good care of your kid,
right? Here's the link. Here's the app.
We're going to also give you an app that you can log in and all his change. Every time he get changed on this table in this area, it's recorded. When we go to the restroom area, everybody line up, not in the bathroom, but it's recorded during the preschool and the playground. You know how much comfort that brings a mom?
It does, yeah.
So I thought of the same thing because, y'all, when I first got my ILFs, I was like, boy, I wonder what they're doing. Y'all, I'm rocking in my chair.
No cameras.
I wonder if they, and something said, dummy, get a camera.
Cameras, why not?
Just never in the bedrooms. That's weird and nasty and against the law. But in the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the hallway, the exit and the entry of my place, cameras. And Champagne's got them outside. Shay don't play the radio.
Perimeter.
Shay got the one that'll pick up humans or animals. It's an animal detective. You look at it, it's a cat going by the screen outing. Human detective. One of our ladies are taking a walk around the property.
Yeah.
Animal detective. It's a lizard that climbed across the camera.
Yeah.
Catches all of that. So that Crawford family is what gave me the security to also leave town and not feel bad about it because I can always peek in. But guess who I'd rather give that camera access to more than me because I'm busy?
Ooh. My
virtual assistant.
Yeah.
So that they can also log in and see that everybody's doing. In fact, that's one of her jobs every day, once a day. Twice a day sometimes, but once a day, you must log in and show me a screenshot that you looked in and checked on my people. Mm-hmm. Or as I tell Jess, your people, because that's Jess's program. Jess, call in and check on your people. Mm-hmm. Jess, can you just check the camera? See, check look at
they calling right now.
Who calling my phone right
Larry
now?
Larry
One of my houses that one of my guys, he just, he gonna call me 3 times a day, y'all. Sometimes it's for nothing. 70% of the time.
And guess what I'm gonna do?
30% of the time was
I'm gonna check the camera. So I'm gonna check the camera.
Was the day we said, Derrick, the AC people here, the guy said he had to clean the cars. You must have set up a service. Yep, sure did.
I'm gonna check the camera.
So see how beautiful that is that I'm on vacation and don't really even want to go there today. How all that was taken care of by systems that we put in place. That's why I'll admit y'all, a lot of people think we're geniuses, but we're not. We just went into a bunch of trouble that we kept having to add this, add that.
And he don't want nothing, Derrick. He's sitting right there on the couch eating.
Today, we got systems in place that run this whole program so that you can go to Jamaica and kick your feet up. I couldn't dream of taking off 3 or 4 weeks of work.
Yeah, for real.
Where the money coming from? I ain't got but 4 days of PTO because I always was taking my days, y'all. Now PTO means prepare the others.
For real.
My PTO now goes, hey, Shay, you mind if I take a week off? And if you know me or been around me any amount of time, I cringe at taking off a day or 2. I work 7 days a week. So for me, even announced a couple of weeks ago that I'm taking a 3-week vacation, that sounds crazy. I had to force my mouth to say it.
Yeah.
What is Shay looking at to see that?
The cameras.
We got a camera system called YI. Now, it's 1,000 of them, but we use Yankee Igloo. It's called YI. Stands for Ye Home Camera, where there's an app for everything today, right? That in my phone, I don't care if I'm in Jamaica, Aruba, Europe, Southeast Asia, or Istanbul, Turkey.
Listen.
I can look into that thing and see what's going on.
Yeah, and make sure everybody's all right? Because he's called 3 times. So we just want to make sure that nothing's wrong, that he's okay.
And because I know this guy's so good.
He don't want nothing. He just want to talk to Derrick.
Now, I got people right now that if they call me back to back, I better answer that.
Yeah.
Prime example. And I'm going to be real sensitive of how I say this. Just the other day, we told a lot of y'all that we had a client that was in hospice. Okay. Not sure if we came back live and told you all what happened. He actually passed away. So please pray for me, my program, but for sure his family.
Yeah.
Right? He lost. He passed away. Okay. Now, where I was going with that was, I forgot. Hold it.
Cameras, phone calls.
Phone
calls. People calling back to back.
Right. One of the guys called from the house. Who
and the
never
time,
calls me.
And during the time
and
they
the
did.
time of day he called. I immediately picked
we knew exactly what it was.
Because for one, my assistant Jess, who runs his whole program, she wasn't in yet. It was that early. Or else he would have called Jess. Jess would have called me. My real responsible clients, here's a great coaching moment. They all got my personal cell phone.
Yeah.
Shay, don't you have certain clients of you that got your personal cell phone number?
Yeah.
Okay. Do all of my clients get that? Absolutely not.
They're going to talk to the program
all my
manager.
People to talk to Jess. And then Jess can relay to me what's going on. Because most of the time it's things that she can handle that I've trained her for.
Yeah.
But when this client called, as soon as I saw his name, I admit y'all, I kind of knew what it was.
We took a breath.
Big K wouldn't call me. Not at this hour. And he can handle stuff. He's one of my responsible guys. I said, but for him to call me right now at this time, I said, this ain't a good phone call. And sure enough, he told me that our fellow member, call him a member right now, went to heaven.
Yeah.
And we were afforded the opportunity. Notice the words I'm getting ready to use. God allowed us the opportunity to allow this guy to be in a place, not on the street, because when they called me with his cancer diagnosis, he was sleeping on the street behind a dumpster. They called me and said, Derrick, I know this is a long shot, bro, but man, we got a good guy. And Derrick, he got a bunch of medical stuff wrong, but Derrick, he independent. Cancer just has taken his life in terms of his strength, his health.
Yeah.
And Derrick, he need a place to live, bro, because we can't give him the treatment.
We can't render services.
Woods, Derrick.
We can't render services.
And Derrick, I'm going to just tell you now, bro, we've been turned down by 14 people before we called you. So we know that this is a long shot, but we heard, watch how he used my name. We heard y'all give people second chances.
He sure did.
Look how smart this guy was. Yeah. Now, I'm going to be a little funny, but I'm being serious. He used the dadgum name of the reason why I built this program. Make sure that you guys understood what I spoke about earlier about that $1,000 scholarship that can go towards the coaching. Join the free Facebook Academy, Facebook group, which is called the ILF Academy. One more time. It's also scrolling below. I forgot that we also have that. So if you just text the phrase, the ILF Academy. No, I'm sorry. No, text the word join, right?
You're going to text the word join.
Text the word JOIN. That'll actually lead you to it. So that way you ain't got to look for it. So just text the word join to 407-326-0086. That's, again, our free Facebook group. A lot of stuff goes down in there. We're also planning another mastermind kind of sort of in there. This time I'm going to lead it through Zoom because I noticed that I got a lot of messages. A lot of people couldn't find it the last time.
Yeah, that was weird.
So the next time that I do a class for the ILF Academy, that will be through a Zoom call versus me going live inside of the academy. Yeah. Because I want everybody to be able to see it. Other than that, man, I love you guys like a fat kid loves cake. You guys be great. Put your best foot forward every time. Don't make excuses because procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do. And for most of y'all, it's to help people and get involved in this real estate game. My name is Derrick Forston. You guys be great, and we'll see you guys next time.
See you next time, guys. I'm done. Derrick, back to vacation mode. I wasn't supposed to cry today, but I guess